What's good, Black Star Podcast? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Jared. Y'all, I don't know if you guys have been paying attention, but this whole 4B movement that a lot of people have been talking about on TikTok and stuff, specifically white women. Yeah, apparently you had a Korean woman come in and started cooking these white women because they talk about this 4B movement. So let's go ahead and talk about this cuz I've been itching to talk about this. Let's get it.
So the misogyny and patriarchy has gotten so bad in South Korea that
White women need to chill the fuck out. Okay, I'm Korean American, so I wanted to not say anything about this, but I gotta say something. And nothing to this creator, I just stitched her. So I noticed a lot of, in my feed, I've been getting a lot of white women saying, oh, 4B movement in Korea, blah, blah, blah. Well, let me tell you, the 4B movement in Korea is nothing like the white feminism and the feminist movement in America. The cultural and the social systems and the family, how the families are run in Korea is nothing like how the families and the social structure is in America. White women have the most power, privilege, and freedoms of any women on this planet. And if you look at any relationships, as long as it's not an abusive relationship, that's a whole nother deal. But any normal relationships, if you look at it in America, women have the power. I would say white women have more power than the average white man in America. And when I see the white women trying to jump on this 4B movement, it's just like they're just trying to use women of color, like they've done historically. Historically, white women have always used women of color to get their agenda through and to get ahead, and then leave us behind. I've noticed the culture of white women in America tend to bash white men. That's because they want to be white men. They want the power, they want the money, they want the status. As a woman of color, the biggest problem in this country, in America, is white supremacy. And white women have voted Trump in twice. They've always done things to actually harm women of color and even themselves because they don't want to deal with the problem, which is white supremacy. And white supremacy is the biggest problem on this planet, in America. So when I see white women doing this, it's always self-serving. They just want to serve themselves and get themselves ahead, when really the problem was them. Problem was them not dealing with the white supremacist system, buying into it, upholding it, and putting us all in this situation. So stop using women of color and movements that is nothing to do with white feminism to get yourselves ahead, because at the end of the day, you leave us behind every time. White women uphold capitalism, and you uphold white supremacy. This is all about trying to get yourselves better, and it's not about making all women better.
You know, I hate the damn Pat. I hate the damn clap for what she just said. But at this point, I have no choice but to clap. Black women, let me explain something to y'all about this whole feminist movement that a lot of y'all like to talk about and prop up like it's something of the greater good. Let me explain something. That whole feminist movement separated you from your men. And I'm going to explain something to you also. Black men have never held black women down like white men have. Black men have not oppressed black women like y'all think y'all have. It's all a mind game. Think about it like this. When it comes to men of status and men of different not mental status. When it comes to men being patient and being loving to their wives, who is the most loving men out there? And a lot of races of women seem to say is black men. You don't see you don't see a movement of a lot of women saying that white men are the most loving. And for the most part, a lot of women are actually saying that black men are. So it's kind of speaking to a bigger thing that a lot of you don't want to doggone accept. Black men have never oppressed you, have never done anything to collectively keep y'all down. As much as y'all want to believe it, as much as y'all want to say it, we haven't. We don't create the laws in this country. We don't create them. We just only follow them and abide by them. We can't not follow the law just like you have. And I understand that there's a lot of black men. Well, not a lot of black men. I ain't even gonna try to put that damn shit out there. I know there's black men out there that aren't doing the best. But the fact of the matter is that you put the majority as those men, when in fact it's the very small minority of men that treat y'all like crap. A lot of you talk about experiences through other people's hate, other people's experiences, and you take on those experiences and you try to push those experiences off on other men that you've never actually experienced nor dealt with. You take on the trauma for your mothers, from your sisters, from your aunts, from your uncles, not your uncles, from your grandmas, from your friends, and y'all push that stereotype that those women push onto you, onto the men that you're with. There's a reason why there's an active movement of passport bros right now. There's a reason why these men are leaving. There's also a reason why you see a lot of Asian women, a lot of Latinas, a lot of foreign white women saying that they want a black man. Why a lot of Indian women are starting to come out and say that they want a black man. Why Muslim women are saying that they want a black man. There's a reason why. Y'all are failing to realize that we never oppressed you. And the fact of the matter is that this Korean American woman sat here and told you who the ones that was really doing this shit. It's white women and white men upholding that shit. Individually, no. As a collective, yes. So I don't want to get anybody in this comment section talking about, oh, I'm not doing it. I know you probably not. But the fact of the matter is that you are the ones that are being held up by that system, and your ignorance is causing you to not realize that there's a specific system in place that keeps you going ahead. Have you ever asked yourself, why is it that every time black people try to get together and try to collectively move up as a collective, why have you ever asked yourself, why is it that anytime that starts to happen, that people start to doggone throw a monkey branch in? Have you ever asked yourself that? Why is there a monkey branch that gets thrown in? Why is there a political pundit that comes in and tries to talk down to black men and black women, try to get them separated? Because your vote counts. If black people as a collective move together, look at what we did in the 60s. If we collectively move together, what do you think they can do? What happened to Dr. King? What happened to Malcolm X? We started moving as a collective together. They got spooked, and they took them out. There's a reason why anytime a growing number of black people start to get together, start to get on the same page, that leader of that movement gets taken out. There's a reason why that happens. They don't want to see you win. They don't want to see you build something for yourself. What's happened to the different black cities? They've either become ran down, destroyed, or they got taken over and they priced you out of the market. There's a reason why all of this shit's happening. They're scared. And the thing is, they can't afford to let you get together. Because in turn, that would doggone pull money from their corporations, from their businesses. We already know it. It's the truth. Everybody knows it. Problem is you as a collective that needs to actually understand that there's more that can be done out there and that we need to do. But anyways, guys, like, share, subscribe to the channel, support the podcast, and support.com. I will see you guys on the flip side, and thank you guys for listening. Bye, guys.